out from other applicants? So yeah, that's a good question. We get a lot of applications for our roles, as you can imagine, and there's a lot of interest that comes out. And just to make it clear, the really important part to apply are two things. The first thing is, unfortunately, as part of Australian legislation, you do need to be an Australian citizen or a permanent resident, and that's very unfortunate that we can't hire everyone from all areas and from all backgrounds, because we honestly believe in diversity, we believe in difference. But because of the restrictions that come out with the legislation, we can't. We do, I do want to point out, we do recruit permanent grads. So every grad that's hired is given a permanent position. It's not a 12-month role. It's not a contract or anything like that. It is a permanent role. So, and that is why we do emphasize on the residence or the citizenship. So the other component is you do need to have graduated 12 months before, not graduated, completed your degree within 12 months of start date. What I mean by that is, currently we are recruiting for 2021, so next year's intake. So that means if you have finished your degree anytime this year, or even next year, you finish your degree in February or January, you are eligible. So if you've graduated or completed your degree in 2019 or earlier, you unfortunately aren't eligible. And that's a global policy. And the point of that is so that we ensure that we've got grads who've just finished coming into the degree, rather than having finished, a while back. Other than that, how you can stand out is, just, I guess those are the two main things, to be honest, that I look for.
I'd say that's the criteria for the getting through the initial applicants in the interview phases really comes down to communication skills, and also doing a bit of research. I think I was present at the interviews for the intake this year, and the applicants that succeeded had spent time preparing for the interview. It's often surprising how little preparation goes into some people put into interviews. But understanding where VMware's going, what technology we do, is important, and that's something the hiring managers look for. Is just like, how interested are you? And it's a little bit give and take. So you guys obviously have to be interested in working for us. We have to see some interest level from you in, like, does VMware excite you, and are you self-motivated? I think those are the really big things. We can deal with you not having too much technical skill, but if you're not self-motivated, there's not much we can do to help you there.
Yeah.
We'd love to enable you.
No, that's exactly it. And we're not looking for X, Y, and Z. You might have, I've actually rewritten the job descriptions this year, so it doesn't say necessarily what we require. It's more for like to have. But we're not looking for you guys to tick every single box. Oh, this fly, that's been very annoying. It's more around, whether you are interested, and whether you're passionate, and whether what you can contribute and give to the role with your personal interest in VMware.
And that being said, if you really do want to stand out, for example, professional services is a technical role. So if you've got technical skill set, you're going to stand out. That's really useful. But if you are really technical, but you don't emphasize the EPIC 2 values and you can't communicate very well, then you might not get the role. So technical skill set isn't everything, but it is a big boost to what we see in valuable grads.
Yeah, absolutely. Having few skills that align with the role you're applying for, of course, is going to be an advantage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's why you get the role. So that might help you get through the door, but that doesn't necessarily help you get the role. So it's likewise for sales roles. If you've got a sales background, even if it means retail sales, you've worked at JB Hi-Fi or something like that, that's again a big advantage. But that's not the only main criteria either.